Hello. I'm back. My voice still kind of raspy sounding, but it's not as bad as it was a few days ago. So it's still, I don't know. I sound like I smoke heavily. I had a patient a few days ago ask me, "Do you smoke?" And I said, "No, hell no." He said, "Really?" And I could sense that he was, suspicious. He was skeptical because I sounded awful. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I still cough once in a while. I did go to work Monday and I sent a message to my employer asking, let me see if I could pull. Let me see if I could. Let's see here. Oh, I hope everybody's okay. Everybody's happy and healthy. So, yeah. Here's what I wrote to my manager, my employer. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. I'll be in tomorrow. I'm feeling much better. I've been taking my meds and getting plenty of rest. Just so you know, I'm still coughing once in a while. You may feel edgy tomorrow with my occasional cough. But do you want me in the clinic or should I stay home? It's your call. That's what I wrote to her. And then she responded, "Come to work. Glad you're feeling better." And then with a smiley face. And I thought, yes. I said, sounds great. Thank God. I'll try hard not to cough on anyone. See you tomorrow. And so, yeah, I'm so glad I was able to work. Imelda was there, the other hygienists. And yeah, we had a good day. But every time I feel like coughing, I had to go to the sterilization room. Yeah, because, I don't want to cough on my, patient's face. I had to wear an N95 mask. And then on top of that, I also had to wear a regular mask. And then with my face shield, So the whole shebang. So, yeah. It was hard because I was congested as well. I had runny nose, but it wasn't that bad. It was tolerable. But it was, yeah, it's totally annoying. And also today we had an appointment with our attorney, Jack. He is also an attorney. But a few days ago we had an appointment with Kevin. They're both attorneys, but we don't address them as, attorney so-and-so. We call them by their names. Unlike in the Philippines, we have to address them as attorney Kevin or attorney whatever. Yeah. So we call them by their names here. Yeah, they're not that particular here. So they're like going to your friend's house. It's like that. So Kevin happened to be the person who was assigned to us. And there are only two attorneys at this office. Kevin, he is much younger. So he's only 27 years old and he's already an attorney. Yeah, isn't that awesome? And so we were doing signing documents, a lot of documents. It has something to do with our living trusts. There were like a whole bunch of pens like this. And I asked Kevin if I could have one. Kevin said, yeah, you can take it. And so he gave me this one, and I love it. It really, it's very smooth feeling. And then when you ride it, it just goes smoothly. So that's why I like it so much. So anyway, yeah. We asked Kevin when he took his board exam. They have to take their board exam before they can practice their career. So their profession. So he told us that he had to take 6 hours of more like essay, I believe. Yeah. Like the first day. Like 3 hours in the morning and then lunch break and then 3 hours in the afternoon. And then the next day he had to do another 6 hours. But it was more like multiple choice. Oh my God, it's hard to become an attorney. Yeah, but it was interesting. It's hard. And it was just one take for him, and he passed. 27 years old, handsome, young. Yeah. Very smart. Very smart. Of course, you can't be an attorney if you're not smart. You need to have all there, because otherwise you won't pass the board exam. So yeah. And Kevin was so very nice. What was I going to talk about today? Oh, yeah, I was wearing this thing. Yeah, when we went, to our appointment. Like I told you, I really like this thing. Look, it's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, I love this thing. Yeah. Yeah. See, I love it. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, what was I gonna say? I still cough once in a while. Yeah, not too bad, but I do have my drinks here. Yeah, it helps soothe my throat. It's ginger tea. And then I put just the regular black tea in it. Oh, I got my new phone. Oh my God, that's so weird. Yeah, I got my new phone. I got this, recently, just a few days ago. So, that's funny. So, and then Fritz picked this case, and it's durable. It's also antimicrobial, which I like so much. Because you know me, I have to do patient education. So this is ideal. Because I don't like, I'm very particular about that. Yeah, especially if you're in the clinic. So I do wipe this with, now I wipe this with Cavi wipes, which is, antimicrobial. But this case is antimicrobial. But the front, though, the screen, it's not. So I have to wipe it with something that kills the germs. So I do that. Oh, good. Fritz fixed this thing. So, yeah. And, this is really durable. You can have like my other case too. It must have fallen, like I mentioned, more than almost 100 times. It's probably more. Yeah, probably more. But it didn't really cause damage except this, last few months, I guess. Yeah, a little bit clumsy. So it broke a little bit. That's why the water got in. That's why it went bluey. Yeah, I'm still sick, but I'm getting better. It's not like it used to. I was really struggling. My hair is getting longer. We went to the coffee shop today, and Marcel was there, and Miriam was there. Miriam noticed my hair. Najeen, your hair is like really, really long. Yeah. We haven't gone to Cat's Moon because we were sick. Yeah. And I believe we had COVID. It's not just a regular flu. We had COVID. I hope you guys got your COVID vaccine and your flu shot. Yeah, I think the reason why we got the COVID because Fritz was probably already sick when he got the vaccines. And I was already feeling a bit ill. Yeah. He had it from his classmate. We found out later, like half of his classmates were sick. So about 15 of them were missing because they were sick. Yeah, I think that's what Fritz mentioned. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna munch while I'm gonna eat a little bit. I'm not very hungry, but I feel like eating this one. I think I already showed it to you. It's organic roasted chestnut. Yeah. So anyway. They don't really like it, but I like it. It's more like boiled chestnuts. And it has it's not flavored or anything. It's just chestnuts that's in here. It doesn't have anything at all. Just chestnuts. And what I like about it is like it's sweeter. It's good. A few days ago, as I was driving home, I had an appointment that day. I can't remember what I did but I had this, I don't know if you consider it psychological warfare, but yeah. My brain, I keep thinking, I don't know if I should talk about it or not. But I think I'm called to talk about it. And then something, not something, but there was this car in front of me, and what it says, like the back of his car, it says, faith over fear. I think that was the answer. The universe answered me. Now, what I had in mind is whether to talk about something that I don't know, some people don't like to talk about. When I was watching my video, Fritz happened to be behind me. He overheard what I was talking about. I mentioned about porn and stuff like that. And then he asked me, what do you think about porn? What's your perspective? So, I replied to him. I told him that I know there are many young men these days. It's probably not just young men. Even people who are married, who have issues with their, marriage life. And they, instead of trying to solve their problem, could be anything. And usually it has something to do with they can't sleep with their spouse because their spouse is always busy, or their spouse is not interested because their spouse is very tired, exhausted, dealing with a whole bunch of problems, kids, lots of things. And so, these men, instead of dealing with their problems in a reasonable way, they avoid it by indulging in watching porn. And who knows what else. You know what I mean? They're doing what you call shortcuts. And it's not even helping them at all. So, I told Fred, things like that. I mean, instead of solving your problem in a, I can't really remember, but it was very good, like how I put it together. And Fritz understood. And Fritz is very logical. I told Fritz that there is a negative implication if you watch these porn videos, and of course, what do you do with it when you're watching these videos? It does cause some issues. And this is just based from what I read, that people who watch these porn videos, they end up having issues with erectile dysfunction, depression, insecurity, those things. And it could affect your ability to have children. I think I've read something about that. Yeah. And, if you're a spouse, if you're a husband, okay? This could affect your relationship with your wife. It's not just that. The whole family gets affected. Yeah. So I'm not an expert, okay? This is just based from what I read. And I'm not even, I was not going to talk about this. It just popped up, okay? So I wasn't ready. I wasn't really ready for it. I mean, this requires a lot of readings. Yeah. So it's just based from what I, learned and what I talked to Fritz about. And I just shared it with you. Because Fritz and I, when we talk, we like people who carry depth. We're like that, you know? We don't like shallow interactions. We always talk about something that is meaningful, something beneficial. We're talking about like self-growth, you know? I mean, I'm not just learning something from him, he's also learning from me. I mean, we talk about things that most people don't talk about. Yeah. Yeah, Fritz is like that. He's, yeah. Yeah. And I think he has what I have. You know what I mean? So that's why I always tell you to stop surrounding yourself with toxic individuals, because all you get is nothing but low vibrations. Yeah, that's all you get. There's no self-growth, nothing. Yeah. So they will keep you at the bottom of the pit. And these people are like vampires. I don't know if you believe me on that, but they're like that. They suck up your blood. And at the same time, they dim your light. Yeah. So move with intention without needing validations. You don't need them. You can unlock your power just by loving yourself and surround yourself with people who are true supporters, true lovers. Desire for meaning and certainty should be your focus, you know? Because this can only be achieved if you let yourself grow by loving yourself, by learning about yourself, by digging in deep within, and by knowing who you truly are. That's what you need. Yeah. But once you accomplish that, once you achieve that, you know, by being authentic and being blessed, because when you're authentic and when you're doing your mission, your passion, when you have found your authentic self, like who you truly are, with that comes with great responsibility, because you become magnetic when you're an authentic person. And so you have to watch what comes out from your mouth, because people listen to you. Some people, they idolize you. So you gotta be a little bit mindful. Self-awareness is very important too. So yeah. So be that beacon of light for others, and don't be this egotistical piece of shit. You hear? So because these things happen, you know, because people do end up having this great pride. Let me drink a little bit because my throat is getting a little itchier and itchier. So, yeah. You can make your own path. You don't have to follow others. Be on someone else's path. You can make your own reality. You know? Listen with your whole being, not just with your heart. Okay? Listen carefully, because every day is a miracle. Every day is a miracle. Whatever brings you joy, what makes you feel alive, head towards that direction. But don't forget your boundaries. Remember? I've talked about that because these boundaries are doors to self-respect. Stay your ground regardless, no matter what, okay? And self-neglect or abandoning yourself, you give and give and give to the point that there's nothing left for you. You're empty. No siree. Okay? No siree. Of course, the result would be, emptiness. You're left with emptiness, resentment, unhappiness, and so forth. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want that. Let me check the temperature. It's not as hot like it used to. Like whenever I do my video, yeah. It's 53 degrees. And I don't think our heater is on. So thank God. And so I can wear this thing. I used to get overheated because I do sleep with our, we set our temperature at 68 because I don't like it when I get overheated. Yeah. The colder, the better. But we usually sit it at 68 because my mom is here. She does get cold very quickly and yeah. So even with lots of blankets, she gets very cold. She even wears a bonnet and what else? A scarf when she sleeps. Yeah. She gets very cold at night. And so that's why we have our temperature set at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyway, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, I had a dream. Now this happened like a few nights ago. And in this dream, someone got beat up. Someone got beat up. I'm not, revealing who these two assailants, nationalities. Yeah. But oh boy, they were sneaking outside my house, like in the dark. It seemed like it happened like at nighttime. It was like that. Like, I think there was a white guy and this white guy was visiting. And upon leaving, oh boy, nonstop fighting began. They were fighting. And so these two dudes, okay, they were waiting outside my property. And when this white guy left, that's when the attack happened. So, yeah, someone got beat up. And the main culprit who, created this chaos had this macho attitude. Very impulsive, reactive, argumentative, and competitive. He had this attitude, characters, whatever you call it. He had this impulsivity and this reactivity that is fury, fiery. And what's so funny is that the person they attacked or beat up was Aaron, my tattoo artist. Thank God it was just a dream. That was the funniest thing. I thought, oh my God. It's like, yeah, it was so funny. It was so weird. Poor guy. Poor Aaron. Yeah, good thing it was just a dream. And then my brain started kicking in. I thought, man, lay down this stupidity. You need some growing up to do, you know? You blame these external things for internal feelings you have, you know, for the sake of justification. Dang. Yeah. So I kind of like, my brain was trying to analyze things, I guess. Yeah. I thought, always go for what's good for you. Always aim for self-growth. And don't just take anything that's, you know, that are presented. You know, otherwise you'll create this loop of doubts, fear, insecurity, and what else, you know? What does your intuition say? You know, listen to that. I mean, otherwise you're going to need someone in your life, maybe a counselor or someone in your circle of friends who promotes freedom of expression, not explosion. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was weird. Oh my God. My throat's still itchy. It is still itchy. So anyway, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm so restricted. I feel rigid or something. I don't know. Why am I not relaxed or something? I should be relaxed. Yeah. Like feel like I'm confined into this cage or something. When I dream, the people in my dreams, sometimes I don't recognize them. There are like many of them. Like sometimes I'm with somebody, we're like always doing something heroic. No kidding. Like a few nights ago, I was climbing up a building with just bare hands, climbing up. And then, of course, there was a rope or something. And I had a guy with me. And he was also climbing up. It was weird. Yeah. Yeah, we were climbing up this tall building. And then when we got up to the very top, there were people. And I don't even, like unrecognizable people. Yeah. More like with their masks on. No kidding. And then I also had this dream, like this was a month ago. And it was it was creepy. And I don't know these people. Sometimes I'm like being chased by somebody. Sometimes there are like explosions happening, fighting, like with guns, like high-powered guns. Of course, you know, like I have some kind of weapon that's very powerful. One time I had this dream, and then there was this guy. He was riding this prawn, but the prawn's head was pointing the opposite way. The head was like on the back end, but this guy was going forward, right? And so the tail was in front of him. And he was on this murky water, and he was going high speed. Weird. And I was like trying to chase him. But I was not like in the water. I think I was running. Or was I riding a horse or something? Something like that. And I was trying to like get his attention, but he was like, couldn't hear me or anything. Yeah. So it was like that. It was weird. I don't know why I had to talk about that. Yeah, but I'm like cold to talk to you about it, I guess. So anyway, I hope you already found your home, you know? I mean, your true self, your true love, your passion, your mission, whatever, you know? It should be something that makes your heart sing, you know? What your heart calls for, you know? Something like that. And avoid instant gratification. Yeah. And also don't focus on validation, applause, approval, or anything of that nature. Because it's not going to give you full contentment. It's not going to give you long-term happiness. It's not going to give you inner peace. No. Focus on the feelings that it gives you. Because that's what's going to give you what you want. You know, those things. Whatever lights you up, that's what you focus on, you know? Because that's where the abundance is. That's where money is. Abundance goes deeper, much deeper than just the financial physicality. I hope you realize that. Because it's not always money making when it comes to abundance, when it comes to wealth. I hope you understood what I just said, because it's important. I hope you truly understand what I'm talking about. Focus on what makes you feel alive, because that's what's going to give you true happiness. And if you're making something that makes you happy, yeah, that's the beginning of it. But don't just settle for less, okay? Don't just be content, okay? Whatever ignites your inner emotions, that's where you go. Because when you focus on that one, you know, sometimes you're not only making money, you're also doing yourself a favor. Like self-growth, getting what you want, you know, in life. Yeah, sometimes they go together, but sometimes they don't. You know, like those people who like to give and give, you know, to the poor. They don't even show it on social media, but makes them happy, you know? Makes them feel alive. Makes them feel the most beautiful feeling you could ever get. You see someone smiling because they got something that they wanted, because they haven't eaten in like several days, and finally they have food on the table. Some givers, you know, they find joy just by seeing somebody smiling, happy because of what they've got. Always dive into the unknown, because that's where great beauty lies. True beauty lies. Because that's what life's all about. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. Because anyone can be wealthy. Anyone can be happy. Anyone can be abundant. Yeah. Yeah, wealth of knowledge. wealth of love, wealth of wisdom, wealth of, well, it could be anything. Yeah. Yeah, anything that you have. Could be your talent. Some people, they have several talents, you know? They can do anything. There are people who are like that. Yeah. And yeah, whatever that is of service, not to yourself, not just to yourself, but to others as well. Not to digress, but those blessings in disguise. I mean, you guys, you know, the phone, this phone here, because this is insured, right? And yeah, the phone that is no longer working. I've had that for about 8 years, or more than 8 years. This is the replacement, and all I paid was $75. And when you buy a new iPhone, it usually costs about $2,000. We're talking about $2,000. There's one in particular that I'm like really interested in. It's like iPhone 17. But I could trade this with that phone. But no. If I want to, and all I have to pay is probably $200 or $300. But currently, iPhone 17 costs like over $2,000. So yeah, like so lucky. Even though I lost that other phone, but I got this iPhone 12 for $75 only. Yeah, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. My shoes, okay? My shoes usually cost over $300. I got it for $3. That's a blessing. I'm like so lucky. So don't think that because you're not making any money with the videos you're making, because I know there are people who gets frustrated. Like they work hard, you know, trying to do their best to make money. But they think, oh, I'm not making any money. Don't. Because you are making money. You're becoming wealthy. Yeah. You got new friends that are very supportive. You got people, you're surrounded with people who are very loving, supportive. That's what you call money, okay? Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. You think, okay, you know, like I'm making these videos and there's no one is watching or something like that. Don't be discouraged. You're not doing it for people, okay? You're doing it for yourself. Whatever makes you happy. That's the main thing, okay? I used to make videos like when I was doing my YouTube videos, because I play my guitar, I sing my songs, you know, I used to do that. And then when I first started, I get so, frustrated. How come these people are not watching my videos? How come these people are not commenting on my videos? And things like that. I was there. I've felt that frustrations too. I thought no one is liking my videos. And then you feel like, oh, nobody likes me. Oh, please don't. Don't tell yourself that. Because I know, I have Fred's, okay? He makes really good videos. But he doesn't get a lot of people, a lot of traffic watching his videos. But he's very good. And I've known so many great musicians. They don't get a lot of views. Yeah, but they're very good. Yeah, very talented. So don't get discouraged. Just do your thing because you love doing it. Okay? And it's also good if you're loving something and then you're making money at the same time. Yeah, but remember, don't just think that what you're doing, you're also expecting money to come. Like real money. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Think. It's what makes you feel alive. That's your goal. That's your goal. Okay? Don't think about, oh, people don't like me. Oh, people don't really care for me. Oh, people don't like what I'm doing. And that's why they're not commenting. No. I used to have that when I started making videos, Yeah. When I had my YouTube, when I was so active making YouTube videos, I used to be like that. Not anymore. I used to make videos to be recognized, to get a whole bunch of likes and comments. I used to be like that. Yeah. And then later on, because I love singing and doing my thing, I started getting a lot of people watching my videos, and I ended up having like over 2,000 subscribers. But then I was more interested in becoming a hygienist, and so I would have gotten more subscribers, maybe over 20,000 or more, because you know me, when I make videos, like, I really put my heart into it, So, yeah. But I quit because I know what's good for me. I like making videos too. I love singing and guitar playing, but it's just my hobbies. My hobbies. I love doing those things. Yeah. But it's not like this, like I found my passion. Same thing with dental hygiene. It's one of my passions. Making this video, it's what makes me feel alive. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? So don't get frustrated. Don't. Just do it because you love it. It's your passion to make people happy just by sharing your talent. Just by sharing what you love doing. It makes them happy too. That's what I feel when I see somebody loving what they're doing. It makes me feel happy. Like, yeah. It's like I always have this, feeling like, oh, thank you for sharing your gifts, or thank you for sharing your family, or, or sharing your videos, because it makes me feel happy too, just by watching, whoever is doing the video, singing, dancing, vlogging, whatever. Don't stop. It makes you feel happy. Go for it. If you love doing, whatever, go for it. Don't mind about what people think. Okay? That's how life is supposed to be lived. I'm still sick. I'm still sick, but not as bad like I mentioned earlier, but that's why I'm a little bit tired, but yeah. I'm recovering. Yeah. Gradually. Yeah. But I've been taking really good care of myself, as you know. I always take really good care of myself. Yeah. I still do my exercises because that's very important. I do my dancing. I just had, I was dancing earlier. Yeah. So, yeah. I had this commenter on my video. I posted something about intuition, and I must have responded to this person somewhat in agreement, but come to think of it, I almost always follow what my heart says or what my gut feeling tells me or what my gut tells me. And there are times I don't, but not because I don't trust my intuition. Sometimes fear, doubt, my stupid ego sometimes overpower my my gut feeling. Yeah. So sometimes that happens. But this inner knowing that I have is so powerful. And I should obey, I should listen to it. Yeah, I should. But there are times I don't. Yeah, sometimes that happens. But yeah, there are times it gets suffocated because I get overwhelmed, That happens. However, these occurrences is becoming less and less, which I'm like so thankful. So thankful. I'm being guided, like supported by my universe, by my spirit, by my heart, And because perceptions of others, I don't really give a shit, as you know. I got better things to do than thinking about what these people are projecting towards me, Because when there is trust, there is no fear. I trust myself. I fully trust myself with all my heart. I do. And when you have a good heart, you don't worry about these things, because you know who you are. Yeah. You don't worry when you have a good heart or when you're a good person. Yeah. So, let every love be sunlight, and let every word be love. I hope that sinks in, okay? And subtract yourself from the equation of lack mindset, negative mindset, and those other negativities, because you'll get nowhere if you keep dwelling on those things, okay? Acting on instinct, that's what you should do. Because inner knowing, if you always do things that involves a lot of thought processing when you're creating, you lose. Okay? You don't worry when you have a good heart. And when you know you're a good person. Okay? In case you're wondering, I'm not working tomorrow. Because tomorrow is not my working day. Because, yeah, I worked yesterday. It was yesterday, Monday? Yeah, I worked yesterday. I had a great time. My colleague brought me something. It was a big pork bun because she was in Hawaii helping her daughter. I don't know if they shipped or I don't know how they did it, but it was her daughter's car, and they paid over $2,000 just to take her car from the United States to Hawaii. So I don't know how they did it, by plane or by cargo ship. I have no clue. My colleague was looking for the cookies. They were all gone. She wanted me to have some, but she couldn't find any cookies. So. But yeah, she brought me a huge pork bun because she knows I love pork buns. She always brings me something. Yeah. I'm so lucky because my colleagues are so, they're so sweet. No kidding. They're so beautiful people. I'm just so lucky. And then even our patients, we have beautiful people come into our clinic. Yeah. Thank you, universe. It's a blessing. If you really think about that, you're surrounded with people who have beautiful spirits, beautiful souls. Yeah. That's a blessing. That's money. I hope you guys realize that. Because if you're a person who's very loving, giving, caring, you're going to be surrounded with those types of people too. But believe it. Believe that you're making magic. Okay? If you don't trust yourself, if you don't have that, then sorry, my friend. Sorry, my love. It won't happen. So yeah. So I have to have my microphone closer because I don't know, I'm I feel like sleeping. I want to sleep. Yeah. I want to sleep. After here I'm going to sleep, but I just wanted to be on here because you know how much I love doing this. Yeah. I love doing this. Even if I'm tired, I do it anyway. Same thing with my hygiene job. Even if I'm sick, I don't want to miss work because I'm I feel like I'm missing out on the fun. So that's the thing. Once you find your thing, your niche, that's it. You're never gonna be going back. That's it. It's your life. It's your happiness, greatest happiness. That's why I'm here, because I want you to fulfill that, that dream of yours. I'm here to help. Yeah. Because I know everyone wants connection, an ear to listen to, and a passion to care, warmth, intimacy, touch, all those things. If you're able to provide those, whoever you are with, they are hooked. Could be your patient. It could be your significant other. It could be your boyfriend. It could be whoever, your friend, best friend, they are hooked. Yeah. Furthermore, if you're a person that they can lean on, through good times and bad times, they are stuck like glue. We are like that. We're very angelic. Is that the right word? No, we're angels. We're healers. We're beautiful souls. That's our divinity, being this magnificent being. They are stuck like glue. Mm-hmm. They are in your world. They can't get away. They can't get out. Oh, dang. Yeah. And also, once you find your niche, your ultimate happiness, could be anything. Once you find your niche, your it, your true happiness, you don't treat something that's exquisite as disposable. You do what it takes. You'll use all your power to keep it forever, or to keep whatever that is forever. Because otherwise, there are consequences for emotional neglect. It's like having a plant, you know. If you don't water it, it dies. And if you underwater it, it becomes stunted. It won't grow. There won't be any growth. And if you overwater it, it can get oversaturated with water. It might die. Love is not about, because I know there are people who are very possessive. You know, there are those. And love is not about possession. Love is about connection. Just like having that plant, you know. Because you love that plant so much, you don't like to put it on display. Because you want to enjoy it by yourself. You want it to be for your own happiness. You don't like to put it out there and have people admire it. That won't be good. Because plant, they like admiration. Yeah. You can talk to the plant and they do respond. You can talk to the plant. I'm not kidding. They do respond. Have a plant, okay? You can water it every now and then have another plant and talk to that plant, the other one, and then water it. And then compare the two. This plant, don't do any talking. No interaction between this plant, between you and this plant. I mean, I think there was a study done. And they made I can't really talk to you about it because I just, heard somebody talking about it and I didn't really, there was no article. There was no, I didn't read anything. I just heard it from somebody, okay? Yeah, there should be an article somewhere. But I don't know if this is true. But this was just based from, from what I heard. There were two plants, okay? One plant received a lot of attention, admired by this person, talked to by this person in a loving way. And then this other one didn't get any talking or anything like that. It was just watered and, maybe, I don't know what else, but This other plant that received a lot of talking and admiration, it grew beautifully. Whereas this other one was like, not much going on. Yeah. So it's more like that, Love is not about possession. It's about connection. Yeah. And claiming somebody that this is my wife, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my husband, A lot of this my, And that no one should be with with this my. Yeah. Because you're too controlling. Yeah. That is suffocation. It can suffocate your relationship. It becomes relationship. Okay? Say goodbye to that person. If you treat your person that way. Or if you are being treated that way, leave. You shouldn't be treated like that. Okay? Love should be free flowing. It should flow freely. Okay? Save yourself for the right person. That right person will understand you completely. Okay? You don't even have to explain. Yeah. They can feel it. Not everyone needs to know who you truly are. No. Whoever your significant other, they can understand you completely. Yeah. No kidding. So, especially if that person have healed mind, body, and soul, yeah, that's what you want. Because they know how to take care of you, protect you, provide you with all the things you want. Forget about money, okay? We're not talking about money. Forget about that. We're talking about your needs. Because there are those who, just neglect you. Don't think about you, And then you do all the things that needed to be done in order for your relationship to grow. Yeah, no. There should be what you call commensalism. I think that's the right word. There should be symbiotic relationship. Okay? Because there's relationship that's like that, This person keep giving and giving and giving. But then the significant other just keep receiving and receiving and receiving. You know what's going to happen? That other person is going to be empty. Pretty soon it's not going to be able to give. So the relationship will flunk. Yeah, that's what happens. So if you're the feminine, or just receive whatever that person gives. Let that person help you. Let that person, yeah. And you deserve it. But you also have to, reciprocate. That's what a beautiful relationship is. Yeah. That's how it should be. And let your man be man. Yeah. Very important. Let them be your hero if you're the woman. Let them help you. It makes them feel good. They love it when they're able to help you. Yeah. Man loves to help. If you ask for help, they're very willing to help. That's what they're good at. So yeah. Save the right person for you. That right person will come to you at the right time. Yeah. So yeah, don't be content of where you're at. Don't be, okay? Never settle for less. Never. Always believe in true love. Always believe that true love will always prevail. And always believe that great fulfillment will always be yours forever. True passion will always be in you. What else? And great happiness will be with you for the rest of your life. Oh, how did I? See, that's what happened. For the rest of your life. Yeah, I have some other words that ended up got scrambled up. I don't know what that word was, but yeah, it came out weird. So anyway, so watch what you have in your mind. Watch what you say to yourself in the privacy of your thoughts, your inner thoughts, and remember, energy flows where attention goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So I'm a little bit slow, so don't mind me, because if you don't like slow, now move on. Because right now I'm really slow. I'm like a snail, a slug. I'm like that. I'm moving like a slug. Yeah, I'm waiting for the song. That's why. Like, yeah, I'm getting impatient. Yeah. Is there something in here? I think it's almost gone. Oh, goddamn. It's gone. I must have eaten all of it without even realizing that I was like really munching it. So, yeah. I hope. I don't know. My song is. I've been waiting for my song, and this has gotten to be very long. Because, yeah, come on, song, pop up right now. I need you. Yeah. Angel baby. Angel baby. Baby angel. Baby angel. Angel baby. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on. Angel baby. Hold on. Angel baby. Hold on. Angel. Let's see. It scared me. Hold on. As you know, it always comes with advertisement. could probably hear the lyrics, right? But yeah, just find it, Angel Baby. I just want to live alone forever. Okay, that's it. I accidentally clicked the record button and so it stopped it. Forever. Okay, let me see what the lyrics. I wanna check here. Lyrics. Angel baby. Angel baby. Lyrics. Hmm. I need a lover to keep me sane, pull me from hell, bring me back again, play me the classics, something romantic, give him my all when I don't even have it. I always dreamed of a solemn face, someone who feels like a holiday, but now I'm in pieces, barely believing, starting to think that I've lost all feeling. You came out the blue on a rainy night, no lie. I'll tell you how I almost died while you're bringing me back to life. I just want to live in this moment forever because I'm afraid that living couldn't get any better. Started giving up on the word forever until you gave up heaven so we could be together. You're my angel, angel, baby, angel. You're my angel, baby, baby. You know, it just keeps going on and on. That's it. Yeah. So anyway, just read, just find that song and then just read the whole thing. So anyway, that's it for today. And I hope I'll get better soon. Yeah. I don't want to be in this, like with this itchy throat, plus I feel like coughing. I want to be done with this. So anyway, yeah. So that's it for today. And I will sleep after this. Of course, I have to brush my teeth. Yeah, wash my face and all that because we were out and about today. We went somewhere. All those things that needed to be done. So many things, but we got things done. Yeah. So everything is good, even though I'm sick, but everything is good. Yeah. Thank God. Thank God for all the blessings. Thank God. Thank you, universe, for all the blessings. So yeah. That's it for you guys. And yeah. I'm still like under the weather, you might say, but I'm okay. I'm like loving life. So yeah. So live in the present. Live in the present. Don't think about what happened in the past. And don't think about what's going to be happening in the future. Just live for what's today. Okay? That's how it should be. You know what I mean? So I love you from the bottom of my heart, as always. So, yeah, I love you so very much. Bye bye. I'll see you when I see you.